Hey everybody, welcome to the stream tonight. Got fun stuff planned. Getting excited moving into the next project. Just want to double check the audio here real quick. Make sure we got our cameras working. There it is, 1974 CL125S. And we got our workstation set up. We should be good to go. All right, happy Thursday night. Here's kind of our monthly live stream. See what we get into tonight. Let's see what we get into tonight. What I'd really like to do tonight is start working on the 1968 CB 350. I think that's where we're at right now. I think that's where we're at with this bad boy right now. So who do we got in the stream? Who do we got? Let's see, I need to hook up my browser. I need to get my browser hooked up. Looks like, hey, our browser might actually be hooked up. And here we go. Perfect. So here is what we ended up with from the beginning. So let's just kind of take a walk into the past here a little bit. Let's go 1080. Let's go all the way. And then again, I really recommend on a lot of my videos, go ahead and speed these bad boys up. Speed them up to, let's do 1.5. Let's do that. Sometimes I do 2 and go that deep. But here we go.
Hey guys, delivery of a 1969. I finally have a bike from the 1960s, a 1969 CB 350, and it has a CL exhaust on it, which could work out very well for the current project. I got a little idea. I got it unloaded out of the back of a pickup truck, and I don't know. We'll see how this setup goes.
Got all the tools to cut as much weight as possible from this bike. Most importantly, got my impact driver. Impact driver is a must. And I got the general Honda wrenches that we're gonna need. I got a pry bar, I got everything I need to cut as much weight as I can, because I'm gonna try and use the little giant, my little giant ladder. I'm gonna try and use this as a little bit of a ramp. So in prepping for this, I'm going to use my, ratchet straps to secure this to make sure that can't move out of the pickup. We're gonna air up the tires in that motorcycle so it rolls freely, and then I've got a nice long incline to come out. So this will actually be kind of a fun test to see if the little giant can handle it. Looked at all the weight, the kind of the weight restrictions and stuff on these things, and if the math is right, and everything that they're pitching is that these things are indestructible, it should be able to handle a 330-pound bike coming down slow. I've also got my anchor, which is anchored up into a main joist in my garage. I can tie this off and make sure I have a nice point of center gravity that we can keep that bike from tipping. I've got a little help on this one. Rear wheel doesn't move because the motor is locked up. So I'm just gonna cut the chain. That's the plan. I'm gonna cut the chain, and hopefully that rear wheel is gonna move, and hopefully
it all buffers in.
Fingers crossed.
We'll
we can get this 1969 CB350/CL350 into the garage and into her little spot for the winter. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited about the delivery of this bike. It was in Toledo, and just happened to know someone who knew someone who had a pickup truck that was gonna be able to pick this thing up the other night, and he's kind enough to come and drop it off tonight. So I'm super excited. I've always wanted to go backwards. I had a 70, I finished this.
Let's see, let's go back. I just want to double check. Let's see if are all the cameras messed up? Is all the bandwidth completely messed up? I'm gonna find out here. I'm just gonna let her buffer out for a little bit and see what is going on. Something slow on the upload today. Let's just see. I know my buffer is about 5 to 10 seconds, I think it is. Dave123, how are you? All right. Yeah, bandwidth is really bad tonight. Internet is appearing to be kind of messed up, so I'm just kind of double checking on my phone. Okay, so that looks okay. Yeah, Big Al, I hear you. I want it to be nice and easy for everybody to be able to watch. All right, let's go back. Let's go try that one more time. It's been a little while since I cranked up this little streamer, so it should be good now. This part seems okay. Awesome, Dave123. Let's go back to the YouTube channel and see if we can have some better luck here. I'm monitoring it here on my phone.
72, I got a 71, a 70 CL, but I've always wanted to get into the 60s vintage of bikes. I really want to go back in time. So this one
really signifies that entry into the 60s era of the Honda Twins, and I can you tell? I'm just a little bit excited. The delivery went perfectly. I pulled all the valuable parts, the tank, the exhaust, the seat, and the rear light, and the little giant ladder. Guys, it worked perfectly. I was so glad I was able to make a time lapse of us pulling that bike out of the back of that pickup truck and getting it in the garage. The 69 CB has arrived.
Yeah, it looks like it's just the
It'd be no...
looks like it's just the YouTube feed, guys. I'm not going to be able to go and dive into this because that does appear to be really dogging down the system. Otherwise, it does feel good. I did have it on 2x. Do you think speed kills? Do you think that was really that bad? Let's go back to it. Let's try it. Let me hop back over into that. Could be. Can't believe that would like dog it so bad though, like that. Let's try it again. Let's see. Let me get my phone back up. All right, let's go in here. Boom. Let's play it
fun
again.
if I didn't show
Can't
you
believe that would kill it that
kind of
bad.
the live shot of getting this bike out the back. Again, I'm just using a little giant that is anchored to the anchor points on the pickup truck to make sure the ladder won't slide forward. And one rung by one rung, it fit the tire perfectly, and we were able to move this thing off. This pickup truck, man, it was amazing.
On the front of the wheels just a little bit, because we got to come this way. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right, we can go straight back. Let's go. Slow, beauty.
Yeah,
All right, I'm going to lift it and move that ladder.
little giant for the win.
No.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, I actually got the thing in neutral and got that rear wheel to move.
In your garage.
In
your garage. Here she
Thank you to Mark for grabbing this bike in Toledo, and also my wife for being the eyes on the ground.
How cool is this? 1969 CB350 with a CL exhaust, which I'm going to show you here in a second. Freaking thrilled. It's missing the left-hand side cover, probably because somebody put a CL exhaust on it, right? But everything's here. This is a complete bike. I took the seat off when I was moving it. Obviously, you probably saw that.
Still looks a little
in the
jittery
time lapse,
to me.
hopefully. Look at this. Knee pads are there. These are absolutely beautiful. All the emblems are there. Check this out.
Oh, killing the
So
ads.
last year I paid nothing for electricity, and I actually made.
Let's kill the ads. Let's go back on through. So, guys, I got the bike right over here. I'm going to keep monitoring the stream here. It looks like we might have some slow bandwidth here in southeast Michigan tonight. We'll struggle through it. We'll see how it goes. But check this out. Number 1, 1974 CL350, or 1974 CL125S. This bugger right here, this bike right here, is ready for, it's ready. It is ready for oil and gas. It is ready for oil and gas. Just got to carry it up the stairs. That's the biggest challenge right now. So got the exhaust, everything all put on it. Foot pegs were the biggest challenge. We're getting these foot pegs put on this thing. And everything is working out pretty good. Yeah, 720 might have worked a little bit better, but we'll move on because the rest of the bike, or the bike's current state for the 68 CB350, right here. It's pretty much all taken apart at this point, and it's limited down into these 2 totes right here. Let me see if I can get the camera over here just a little bit more. We got it all sitting right here on the table, and we got 2 totes down below here. And really tonight I just kind of want to get a little bit more organized, so I'm going to go ahead and move the 125S out, get myself some room. This thing, the 125, is going to be going up into the garage very soon. Hopefully in the next week or so I'll get some muscle over here to deal with it. all the disassembly has been pretty much done on this bike up to this point. So I'm feeling good. Hey, Desi, how are you? Tula, thanks for joining in on the stream tonight. I think it's time that we just kind of start diving into the 1968 CB350 because we did do a little poll. And this is the bike that everybody wanted to see completed next. So I've got my shelf ready to accept all the parts. And we're going to go basically one piece at a time. We're going to go one piece at a time on this bad boy. But first, I mean, we really do need to go through all the parts. All right. So let me swap cameras here. We'll go over to the workbench. And let's just kind of start seeing what we got. I know that I'm missing some parts for this one. Like, I know I'm missing a few key things, but I should have enough going on the shelf back here to fill all the things. Dave123, there's a guy near me selling a red and white 70 CB350, not a runner, decent shape. Pretty sure I could get it running with a carb clean and new battery. You could totally get that going. You could totally get that going, Dave. You probably know more than a lot of us. Kevy Kev, dude, I don't know if I could even talk to you right now. Still a little bitter about the whole CB77 barn find thing. Don't be mad, be glad. It was a hell of a find. Desi, yeah, carbs, lots of the time. Yeah, carbs. Carbs is a swear word around here. We're always dealing with it. I did find a guy online to be able to order a key for this, so I will have a key coming, which is going to be really, really good. I need to grab a couple little boxes and go from there. So you know you got an old CB when you've got a full metal headlight bulb or bucket here. Let's get these parts off of here. Let's be careful not to break stuff. I know my way around these 350s pretty well at this point. So this one could be pretty fun to go through. There's our little high beam indicator. We've got that on there. And we've got our headlight bucket. What I should really do is just start going through it. So hey guys, on the ignition here, to get this thing apart, you really just need your shock wrench, which I happen to have one right here, and you should be able, oh, this one, that's a little different shock wrench. Been able to do it with a shock wrench before. Either that, we go lightly with some vice grips. Maybe we'll just do that. We'll go lightly with my big vice grips over here. Pull this apart, because kind of what I want to do is I want to get it. You know, this might not be the right one, Tula. I have no idea. This is all going to be part of a big discovery process. Let me, before I crank on this, let me get a rag around this. Open this bad boy up a little bit. Desi, yours is plastic. Yeah, it might not be the right one. There's some Frankenstein things on this bike for sure. I know all the signals are wrong on it. They're like really weird. So again, I'm just using a little rag here just so I don't muck up some of the edges. Let's get this ignition out of here. This will all just come apart. I got a key on the way for it, so I'll have a key. Hopefully the ignition is in good shape. I don't see why it wouldn't be. All the wires look to be intact. Look at this. This is what we get into on these things. We got all kinds of mouse stuff, spider nests, all kinds of stuff. Just time to start tearing it apart and start going through here. That's really what I'm going to be doing tonight. We're diving into the 68 CB350. I'm excited. This is probably my favorite type of bike to work on. I love the paint style. Oops. If you can see over there, that blue and white tank. That blue and white tank, man, that blue and white striped tank, that is absolutely my favorite style. So this could very quickly become one of my favorite bikes. So this could be the wrong bucket. I'll do some research on it. It is metal. It looks a little bent up a little bit as well. Luckily, I do have some extra buckets in a bin, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to start kind of a sandblast pile, And then I'm going to start another pile, like a de-rusting pile and all of that. So here's the rear light. Grab my JIS over here. Probably need the little one on this. And we can start to take this apart a little bit. Anybody else have an old CB? Old CB 350? There we go. So I got one of those locator pins. There's this lens is cracked. Unfortunately, see how there's a recess here? This recess is broken. So this lens is broke, unfortunately. So I'm going to start a pile over here of parts that I'm going to need to find. I think I do have, luckily, I think I do have another. Oh, wow, look at this. We might actually be able to fix this because the piece is still in there. Check this out. Oh boy, this is probably one of the most rotten bikes that I've worked on. Hard to believe, but this thing is crusty. Crusty critters. Taking it apart was very annoying. So here is our piece. We might be able to fix it. Let's flip this over. Yeah, it looks like it just cracked right out from in there. So worst case, we may be able to epoxy that and fix that. But I think I got another one. I think I got an older one. And yeah, like this is the mode of this bike is everything is nasty. Everything. So like even this gasket is like, man, it's like hermetically sealed on here, man. See if we can get it off without breaking it off or cracking it even worse than it is. Yeah, the chrome's gone on this, so we might have to get creative with some paint. The one thing I don't want to get into on this one is spending a ton of money on parts. I really just don't even want to get into it. I have enough parts on the shelf over here that I should be able. Let's see if this bulb works. Let's see if the bulb works. I've got a battery right here. Let's see if we can light this bad boy up. It's always kind of fun to light a light bulb for the first time, and Lord knows how long. Let's grab our wire strippers and see what we got. All right, green ground. Got to get my camera skills back. All right, green ground. Doesn't look like we got a bulb. No, bulb broke. I don't think the bulb works on this one. Can we see it burnt out? Let's pop it out. Well, that could be. We got tons of corrosion inside of here. Yep, and I can see pieces. I can actually see pieces of the bulb busted up in there. Motor locked up and rusted. Par for the course. So this piece I may be able to just drop into some evaporust, honestly, and we could see what we've got. There's that. That's unfortunate that that piece wasn't cooperating with us. What else do we got? Okay, carbs. So these are the early A model carbs. So when we get to the carbs, we'll get that all sorted out. Got old asbestos-ridden pads. I'm gonna move these over here. I don't really want anything to do with these. Get those out of there. These will be okay. These look pretty dirty. That looks pretty bad. Okay, we got our condenser. So I'm gonna start kind of an electrical. Just gonna start organizing things. Here's pure gold. Center stand, bolt right here. Scrap the bike and move on. No, Kevy, we can't give up that easy. This would be an evaporust kind of a situation. Yeah, I could have been a little bit more organized when I pulled this one apart. But I've kind of been around these enough at this point. I think I'll be able to figure it out. So here's my lower fork clamps, and here are my handlebar clamps. These won't need to be de-rusted at all because those are aluminum. So we're good there. All right, my swing arm seals. Those are actually intact. How about that? Michael Bloom, good to see you, man. Yes, Tula, I got a title for this one. Title is in hand. I got it. Dave, Tula Tom, current price $2,200. He started at $3,000, dropped it down. I'm waiting to see if he'll come down more at $1,500. I might make a move on it. Yeah, they don't sell for very much. Apocalypse Bike is up for sale right now, by the way. All right, here's center stand spring. So we can start getting organized. Center stand pieces right there. All right, so here are, well, it's crazy how you can like look at some of this stuff and know exactly what you're looking at. So here are coil bolts, and then this actually goes for the tack meter, or the tack cable. That'll roll right through there. So that's good. Old muffler mount. That looks, oh, these are gold. These are pure gold. These are the rear fender bolts. We do not want to lose those. And I've got a bunch of rubber here that needs to be reconditioned. Again, we could actually take this stuff right now and drop this right into the brake fluid. I'm just going to drop that. I got this little jar of brake fluid. I'm just going to drop those in there for now. That ain't going to hurt them any. They can hang out in there. All right, we've got spacers. So this is an engine bolt. Okay, I'm going to guess that's probably another engine bolt. This actually isn't in bad shape. That's our little cable guide. That'll go in the Evapo-Rust bucket. And then we got springs and, man, miscellaneous nuts and bolts. Miscellaneous nuts and bolts. I might as well just get a little bin for those, like right off the bat, and just start getting all of this stuff together. As I'm going through it, I'm gonna know what I'm looking for. This ain't my first rodeo. All this stuff. It's like they're all just unique enough for the most part to be able to kind of find what you need. Kind of curious to look at the condition of the side cover. Yeah. Oh God, what a mess. Look at that with the badge though. And the cool thing is I know I've got new grommets for all of this, but badge is in place, badge is there. And look at this, both tabs are in place. So we've got our right side cover. Right side cover is in place and good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this one up over on the shelf. I just love the color combo of all of this stuff. Got some other goodies over here. So we've got lights. These are trashed. Yeah, Desi, I just put them in brake fluid, clean them out really good, and let them sit in brake fluid. They'll kind of like, to me, they seem like they kind of rehydrate themselves a little bit. This one I wouldn't want to put on the bike. We got a cracked lens. There ain't no bringing this back. This is pitted out pretty bad. But here, this bracket right here, that's importante right there. I think that's a 12. I want to see if we can get this off of there. These little brackets, these rear signal brackets, they can be kind of hard to come by, so I'm going to go and grab those. Yeah, Desi, you just get some brake fluid and drop them in there. Like, clean them off first. I should probably clean them off a little bit, but, you know, this is an entertainment channel after all, and we're just going to rock and roll. 16 people on the stream already? How cool is that? Yeah, Tula, these brackets are gold. I hope I find the other one. And look at the nice plus about this one is that the rubber piece, the little cushion is in, and the grounding bracket is also in on this one too. So that's a win. That's a huge win. These brackets are pure gold. And then those actually work together with the rear fender mount. Okay, so bam, bam. So that's all there. I know what that looks like. So this will be in the sandblasting pile. I'm gonna see if I can get this. Can I get this rubber piece off of there without busting it up? Let me go to my tried and true. Where are you, buddy? Where's the good stuff? There's the good stuff. A little bit of WD-40 down in here. See if we can loosen this up just a little bit. Yeah, came off in one piece. Good, we can rehydrate that. I'm gonna put that into the rubber pile. All right, and this will go into the sandblast pile. This is not the right light, and it's also, it's pretty bashed up actually. This ain't bringing back, but yeah, it's got, see how it's got the mount? The mount's like a little different on this one. It should be the same. So somebody kind of jerry-rigged this one together. I've got a ton of lights, so not too worried about that. There is a ground, and then we got more rogue bolts. We do have our air box, so that's good to see as well. All right, so we're kind of finding things kind of halvesies right now. We got kind of half of some things, kind of working through it. So I totally forgot that I even had side covers, and a long time ago, I ran across these. I thought I might end up using these on this bike, but now that I'm looking at them, the 68 had a very different emblem, and I don't think that these are the right emblems for this bike. That's the right emblem for this bike, as far as I know. So I think I may be able to, I might have to use this one on the other side and paint it. Like, it's all gonna need to be painted. But I do have a plethora of side covers that I can get into and use on this project. So, all right, do we start with the big box or the little box? Let's start with the big box. There's a big box of parts, guys. Big box of parts incoming on this bad boy. Tula Tom, guys, flipping bikes do that. In Michigan, if they title and sell more than 5 in a year, you're supposed to get a dealer's license. They don't want their name on it. Interesting. Yeah, hey man, more power to you. If you can skirt the system, freaking go for it. Knock yourself out, go and do it. Let's just keep going. Okay, we got some pegs here. Pegs look like they're in great shape. All apart, of course. Those are there. But wait, there are pegs all over the place here. All right. Oh my God. Let me drag this big old box over. All right, here we go. Here's the front headlight. Here it is. Think this will light? You think this will light? Let's try it. All right, give me some connectors. These little alligator clips, these little leads, man, they're super, super useful. Let's go green. So red is my green. Let's go jam one of these into here. Let's grab one more. Let's grab our white. Oh man, this thing is rough, man. This thing is rough. There's busted bullet points in everything. There's a busted bullet on the inside of this one. Let's see if we can get this headlight to light. That would be kind of cool. All right, so we got our ground here. And let's see. Nothing. Nothing. Headlights burnt. Oh, wait. We got a little bit of light. Got a little bit of light. Oh, we do. It's working, guys. This battery might be dead. Might be dying just a little bit, but we got high beam and low beam. Both of those are working. So the headlight is totally going to be salvageable on this, I think. Boom. I think this battery on my desktop is a little bit dead right now, but boom, we just fed some juice through that and that works. Very curious to see how we can clean this up. It's got a little bit of road rash right here. I don't mind that. I think that's actually kind of a cool character piece. I don't mind that at all. So headlight is actually working on this. That's a win. Yeah, that's okay, Michael. I don't ride at night. So this doesn't appear to be a sealed beam, though. Look at this. Holy buckets, Michael. Look at that. This one's got a removable bulb. That is not original. Because I do believe that these were sealed beams for sure. How the hell did that go back in there? Let's put that. Wow, that's kind of a shock. I wonder, does this bulb come out? Yeah, the whole damn bulb comes out of there. All right. All right, that's different. So this tells me for sure that this is not the original bucket. No way that this is the original bucket that was on this bike. But if it fits, let's see where are the mounting holes. Yeah, right there, there and there. It works as one unit. It ain't the right one though. It definitely isn't the right one. But you know what? If it works, it works. Yeah, Michael, I wasn't expecting that at all. I'm gonna put this back in there and keep it, try to keep it as safe as possible. I'm gonna go ahead and put this right back on the shelf and just kind of keep it there. Oh, yeah. I do have another, like a bunch of buckets. I have a few buckets in a bin. Airbox. Got to find the other airbox. God, can we find that? Can we find that tonight? I'm not sure. Let's keep diving in. All right, here's side cover. Gonna need a new lower chain guard cover for sure, or chain cover. So this is all ratted out. There ain't no fixing that. And we've got a crack right here. It's important to kind of inspect these parts as you're going through it. Not to worry. Again, see that wall? Tons of parts over there. I got lots of parts, lots and lots of parts. So this is gonna go into, gonna need to find a replacement bin. Okay, so I'm gonna set that over here. Can't put that on the bike, can't do that. All right, we got center stand. And we had the center stand pin right here. And we got our center stand, oops, and we got our pin and we got our spring. So we got a full setup right there for a center stand. Let's knock some of this dirt out of there. This, I'll probably just sandblast all of this. So this is sandblast, that's sandblast. What else do we got? All right, here's the pegs that came off of it. Wow. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start a shelf. Go ahead, start a shelf for all the bits. You should be able to get one of these bikes on, you know, on a few shelves. So we're just gonna keep going here. All right, let's get this apart. Because my plan is to get the sandblaster going and do like a bunch of bikes. Just get it all kind of done and kind of move through it. So if I could knock out, you know, 2 or 3 bikes in one weekend, it's kind of a pain in the butt to set up the blasting stuff and then move on from it. So would like to just set it up, get it all done, move on through. Think we'll be able to move this. This bike is one of the most crusty things. Oh, that wasn't so bad. This one's been real bad though. I remember taking it apart and being just like, oh man, this is gonna suck. All right, it's damn spring. Those can be kind of fun to deal with. Let's see if we can get this off without poking our eye out. Best way I've found to kind of do this is just get a screwdriver in behind. Make sure you're behind it. Try to get some leverage behind here, pull it up and over. See if we can get it off of here. Oop, I'm knocking my stuff all over. Should have some gloves on. But too late. We're already making a mess, so. Man. This is a very dirty motorcycle. Very dirty. I need one of those little spring tools. What would be super helpful right now. Actually, this thing's actually really filthy. I'm gonna grab some gloves. Might as well. Hanging out. What you guys been working on? Have you guys been getting out riding this summer? It has been so hot here in Michigan. It's really kind of drained my enthusiasm for anything. Just haven't really wanted to get out and do anything. I went and rode the other night. Oh, I had it. And man, it was like such a great reminder as to like why I work on these bikes, because it was just such a nice run. And the gold 1970 CB350 did an amazing job. Great ride. I need something else just to nudge that over and to get this thing off of there. So I need a little bit of back pressure and then a little bit of over pressure. Just like that, it should come off of there. Sorry if I'm mucking up the camera angle here. Oh, I had it. You hear that thump? I've seen these like really cool little tools that are fun. 406 Ranger. Oh, message disappeared. Message disappeared, dude. I didn't get a chance to read that one. Let me see if I can get underneath this. The spring, it looks like it's actually kind of bent up a little bit on this end. I don't want to bash up my carb body too much. How's the week been going? Oh, there I had it. There I had it. I can't wait to get this into the sandblaster, though. It's going to be a lot of... This is going to be a lot of just satisfaction cleaning this up. It's going to be pretty good. 78 CB 750. Jealous, dude. There we go. There we go. So there it is. There's our side stand spring. Throw that in there. And now we got to maneuver this around. We got to get this thing out. The heck size is that? It's a pretty big one. Looks like it's probably going to be about a 17. Yup. There's a 17 on this one. Got some new people in the chat tonight. This is cool. Nevra. Love it. Good to see you. Thanks for joining the stream tonight. Started kind of a new beginning here a little bit. Moving on to another project. I'm so close on the Super Hawk. It's just, honestly, it's been so damn hot. I just have not been wanting to be out in the garage. I haven't wanted to really get into anything. What did I pay for the 350? I want to say I gave him $300 for it. It wasn't very much. It wasn't very much. I'd have to go back in my records and see, but it was probably like $300. The engine is seized on it. I probably overpaid a little bit in retrospect for it. But I really love, it's my favorite bike, the 68 blue and white. So there we go. There's our pivot bolt. I'll remember what that is because I've done enough of these now at this point. So this can go into the sandblast bucket. These grips or pegs, they're so dry. These things are so damn dry right now, I might even be able to just pull these off. Look at that. That's crazy to be able to pull that off. It's just so worn. Let's see if we can get this one to do the same. I think, yeah, it's just so rusted on the inside that the rust actually kind of serves as a little deal. So how bad are these? So these drove through. That doesn't really bother me that much. Might be able to reuse these if I don't get too picky about it. But there's that. That needs to go into the sandblast bin. This needs to go into the sandblast bin. All right, I'm going to start the sandblasting shelf. This is kind of fun. I'm actually kind of doing it. Yeah, dude, it's hot. It's been too hot, man. All right, let's get into this. Here's our swing arm. Like, just take a look. Get close in on this thing. Every seam, everything on this thing is just next level corrosion. But I do think I think it's all going to blast out, and I think we can be okay in the long run. But this is going to take a ton of cleanup. We got one little locking pin in here. See if we can get this out without knocking ourselves out. That actually came out. I'm shocked. Absolutely shocked by that, actually. And that looks to be like a 12 again. That looks to be a 12. What I do with my 12. This would be a great opportunity for me to use some of this stuff. Trying to get up early and go and ride. Yeah, that's not a bad call, man. It's just been so hot. So I finally got some of these ratchet wrenches that you guys were telling me to get for all this time. And let's see. The locker on this side didn't hold. So let's go ahead and get to work on this. So there's a little locker in here. A little locker right here that we're going to need to knock down so we can get a wrench around it. That'll be good. Like that. What is this? This is a 12. No, that's going to be a bigger one. That's probably going to be a 14. See if I got another one of these. Is that a 14? Sure is. We got a 14 right here. I don't like getting up in the morning. I'm just not a fan of early rising. It's just not something I've ever really gotten into. There we go. Okay, so crazily, this is actually coming apart a lot better than I thought. 406 found a Honda 200 cylinder and piston fit on top of a 175. Really? Huh. Who knew? We know now, thanks to 406 Ranger. Apparently, our best chance for 100-degree days next week here in Michigan. So, could be really, really, really hot. You're gonna sandblast the rims. All right, there we go. This, like, it's all just covered. It's all caked. It's all caked. How these look? These don't look bad. That slid right out of there real nice. Not too shabby. I think that'll be okay. All right, to the bin. I'm just starting to remember like how much work this actually is. Rebuilding these damn motorcycles. There's a lot. Like in your mind, you kind of forget some of the details, and it can be a thing. It can be a real thing. All right, rear hub. Rear hub. See if I got a 10 mil ratchety one. Thought I did. 13, 9, 6, 10. Of course, everything that I don't freaking need. I'm just going to use my man hands and pull this off of here. This is bent. This bolt right here is bent, so that sucks. There's also a little 10 mil, but let's see if we can get it out. Yeah, this bolt is really bent up. Jacko! Good to see you, Jacko. Hope you're doing well. You know, this bolt is bent, so I'm just gonna grab my vice grips. Vice grips are probably one of the most useful damn things just to have laying around. Kind of allows you to manhandle some things once in a while. Yeah, that thing is bent up. I'm not gonna get that lever off. And I'm gonna have to punch that out of there actually. So let's go like this. Let's see if we can get this over here and do that. Let's push this down. Whoops. Vice is moving. Ugh. All right, time to find the punch and give this a little bit of persuasion. The persuasion is gonna come out now. So where's my punch? Here's a punch. See if I can give this a little bump. That barely moved it. Let's go over to the vise. There's the vise. Let's see if I can find a good leverage point on this. Drive this out. Again, the bolt is bent. Boy, that bugger doesn't want to move. That bugger don't want to move, and I don't want to break the cover. I thought for sure that would move out of there. A little bit anyway. All right, move this box out of the way. Dave123, was that your Triumph that was posted on the Facebook group the other day? Getting out riding, the post out there. Yeah, share your riding photos, man. If you haven't in a while, haven't been to the group in a while, be sure, go and do that. Would really like it if I had a 15 in one of these little ratchety wrenches, but I don't. I found my 10 though. Let's give this a whirl. I do have a sandblaster. So I'll be able to do most of this at home. So, I mean, it'll be a whole day job, especially if I'm planning on doing, you know, several bikes. Yeah, it's just getting like hung up right there. Need some like outward pressure. Oh, God. See, this is the kind of stuff, man. It's just like these are the little things that can really slow you down. See if it'll just start to come if I pull, like, there we go. Just got to get aggressive. Sometimes you just got to get a little aggressive. Yeah, that one's got, I don't know if you can see it, but this one's has been in there all crooked. It's all, oh, come on, focus. Focus. All the threads are gone on that bolt. Like, all of them. Like, all of them are gone on that bolt. So that's no good. We'll find another one. Now, hopefully, we should be able to get up underneath here and pop this lever off of here. Oh, come on, buddy. Sometimes there's a lot of dirt and debris that gets into these little threads in here. Can make it kind of challenging. You might have to give it a couple squirts and make sure you're aligned. I'm aligned. Just gonna try. I'm gonna give the WD-40 some work tonight for sure. Let's see. Just gotta, it's like goes on one way, comes off one way. Yeah, it's just dirty. I'm gonna go ahead, see if I can wrench this just a little bit. You gotta be careful when you're doing this though, because you don't wanna break the end of your screwdriver like I just did right there. Oh, wow, that's a cheap-ass screwdriver anyway. God, can we get this thing apart? It'd be so nice, because once you get all this stuff done, you can start polishing almost right away. And then, like, every night you can just come down and, like, do one piece. And that's really kind of what I enjoy the most, quite honestly, is just doing the polishing. I'll go ahead. I'm just going to lock this into the vise here so I can get a grip and get this thing out of here. This is a 14. Oh. Saw your sandblasting setup on one of the vids. Nice setup. You know, it's much better now that I've kind of upgraded. I just broke that. God damn it. Well, I have another one. That really sucks. Ugh. Yeah, like look at how corroded everything freaking is on this thing. I wonder if even if I put this in the vise, if I can even get this out of there. Let's go. I'm gonna tighten this up. Let's see. Let's go over here. See if we can even get this off. Like that. I'm gonna grab the trusty old. Like, it's kind of concerning when something just snaps like that. It's like, oh God, is this like a symbol of what's to come? Oh, Jesus. There we go. Come on. Come on, buddy. Let's at least save that one part. There we go. Perfect. All right, we're going to get that out of there. Ugh. That is some gooey stuff that don't want to move, man. Stuff don't want to move. But we got that, and we got our spring, so we're good there. That's really a shame. We might be okay, because there's still actually thread on this. But even if you look at this, this is all bent to hell, too. This bike is rough. Oh, man. Whoa. This bike is rough, man. This is going to be a rough one. This is going to be something that we'll celebrate when we actually get it done. All right. Should be able to pop this out. Like, even this bolt right here is seized on here. Gotta be careful, though. Definitely don't want to break this hub. That would be very sad, very sad. Let's see if I can get a little length here. There we go. My little fan was holding me up. Let's see if we can just gently, there we go. Little WD-40, little persuasion. We're able to knock that out of there. Into the bucket. This hub is going to be just fine, I think. If we can just get this lever off of there, we're going to be in good shape. Goal is to kind of get everything disassembled tonight. Dave123, I can't confirm 100% the gas was boiling, but that's what others told me probably happened. The carb was too hot to touch. Only happened once. Jesus. That seems aggressive. So I wish I could show you this in like fine detail. If I was making a video, I'd be able to show you, but there's a little groove right there. And you just got to get that groove lined up just right in order to kind of pump that out of there. This is a fun stage of a build for sure, though, because now you're just kind of getting into the nuts and bolts, quite literally, Yeah, that's how it goes. It comes, just got to come right through there. Looks like it's gnarled up a little bit. Yeah, that whole piece down underneath there looks like it's kind of messed up. Let's see, can I get this in here? Be nice just to get inside of that just a little bit. Because even this lever appears to be kind of bent. Maybe that was all it needed. Oh, that was progress. It's further out than it's been before. Let's do it. Come on, buddy. All right, I'm gonna try something here again on the vise and just see if I can knock this through, work it from this side. As long as it's lined up, this should work. Shouldn't be a problem. So as long as it's lined up, I should be able to drive that out. There it went. Boom. That's it. And that wasn't like crazy pounding or anything, but this is the deal right here. It's this little flat groove right there. It's got to go right through there. So, all right. So that's right rear, and our little spacer right here. I'm actually going to put these into a bag so I can remember that that's the rear. So I'm sure the front is going to have a bunch of stuff happening on it as well. So don't want to get that stuff mixed up. Just going to find a stray bag. And I think this stuff is all really salvageable. Ooh, pickle fork. That would actually work pretty good. Yeah, that one just needed a little bit of finesse to get that going, but there it is. There's our hub. This'll actually, guys, we'll polish this up. Bag it and tag it. We did it, buddy. It's bagged. I know what that is. There it is. Cool. So now we start a polishing shelf. There's a polishing shelf. And slowly but surely, we'll get there. Get some of these tools out of the way. And keep diving in, because the next stuff that I see in the box are things I need to stay very, very organized with. And there's a couple of really, really, really rare things in this. So, what do we got here? Okay, we got 2 carburetor springs. So these are apparently the A model, like the early carbs. So we got 2 springs. The springs look like they're in good shape. I'm gonna separate them for their own good. Do I get another bin? It'd be kind of nice just to have 2 bins for the carbs. And just build a set, basically. So there's 2 springs. All right, here's one throttle shaft without the butterfly. What else? All right, here's a rear light. This one's in good shape. Look at this. It's different. It's not rounded like the original, but whatever. All right, here we have randomly a timing advance. Yeah, you got to get kind of organized. Got a shelf for everything. It says 286 on it, so that looks familiar. Now here's the unobtainium. These are the square floats. There are 2 of them. Right here. Right there are the square freaking floats, man. These are like unobtainium from what I understand. You can't find these anywhere. Trying to shake them to see if I hear anything in them. I'm kind of curious to see if those are actually good or not. So let me grab some water. I'm gonna just grab a little bit of water. We're gonna submerge those, and we're gonna see if they leak. We'll give it a little rest. Let them sit for 10, 15 minutes. See what happens. But yeah, those square carburetor floats are. I saw a post about it the other day on one of the Facebook groups, and somebody was looking for them, and people were like, "Yeah, you'll never find those, dude." All right, so let's go ahead. Drop those down, and let me see if I can find something heavy to throw down on top of that. I guess I can always dry off a wrench. I'm not too worried. And let's get those submerged. Again, I don't want to muck with these too much. I actually need a little bit more water in here. Let's just flip them around this way. No, Dave. From everything I've read, that is a big no. That normal. There we go. You can just go end to end. Boy, that's tricky business right here. Wish I had just a cup. Apparently no is the answer as to whether or not that will work. I just need a damn cup. That's what I need. This is ridiculous. Yeah, apparently these are really hard to find. So if, and big massive if, these don't leak, that's a freaking win right there. All right, I'm gonna move this over to the table so I don't bash these around too much. There we go. There, I got them. They're under the water now. And we'll see what happens. We'll come check those in a little while. These are all the carburetor pieces. Okay, we got a really nice looking side cover on this. This is a points cover right here. This actually looks beautiful. Would think that would maybe say Type 1 on it, but it doesn't. That goes onto the polishing shelf. What else we got? Huh, a really, really good looking top cover for a carburetor. All right, we got a throttle cable. Okay, it's got an upper mount ignition switch, which I'm not a huge fan of. Here's the choke, butterfly. Okay, ring. This is for the forks. Oh man, this is gonna be a nightmare to put back together. This is gonna be a nightmare to put this back together, trying to figure this all out. We'll figure it out though. Okay, here's a rear light, and there is the lens for that rear light. It's not right for the bike, but it is one piece. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm just gonna hold on that. I could totally do that, Dave. I could totally just do that. Okay, here is a bad float. Look at that, I'm really organized. I wrote bad on that one. So this one leaks. Here's, sadly, a gauge gasket. That's seen better days. There's a horn bracket. Oh, we're getting into the nitty gritty. Oh man, diaphragms. Cracked on the edges. Just gonna pull these a little bit, see if they're cracked anywhere else. I got another set of these on the shelf, but there's the other one right here. This one's tore. So that's something you want to be looking for. Look for tears in your diaphragms. They will raise bloody hell with you. I've heard too, there are some plastic ones out there. I've seen mixed reviews on those. And here we get into some nitty gritty here. Here is a choke plate. Throw that in there. There better be two of them. All right, we got a bunch of jets, throttle plate. Missing a lot of parts here. Missing a lot of oh man, I've been looking for this. I've been looking for my Dremel sander forever. There it is. All right. Here's some sort of a spring. That's for a carburetor. I got a lot of carburetors, so I'll be able to build something. There's an air fuel mix screw. I'll be able, like I'm confident I'll be able to build out a new set of carbs and make it all work. Not too worried about that. But yeah, they're not nearly the parts that I anticipated are in this bin. Unfortunately, got a couple bulbs there. Not sure. That's brake. This brake light, rear brake light switch spring for some reason is there. Here's a broken bolt. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of an organizational process to get through. There's got to be more carb parts someplace. There has to be. There has to be. There's got to be more carb parts someplace because this cannot be all of it. There's a drain plug. I just put it in my hand. Yeah, that's it's a bummer. So we're gonna be hunting. That's gonna be a thing for sure. Where do we got some more parts? All right, here's the other carb throttle body floats. All right, so we got both our bodies here. What's the number on these? These are the A's because they've got the square floats. I wonder if they're even marked. Should be marked someplace. So, oh, there is some sort of a mark right in here. GB27. Just curious. Kind of like the archaeological process that you go through on some of this stuff. Oh, there it is. There's the number right here. 35A. There's definitely an A on the front of this one. $350A. Yeah, $350A are these carburetors. So we've got that. So we got that set, but we're missing a lot of parts. So here's the carb bowls. Those have seen better days. I wonder if these got a bunch of pinholes in them or not. We'll have to dunk those for sure. Do some exploration on it. Yeah. That's going to be a pain in the butt, is what that's going to be. That's what I'm sensing. All right, let's keep digging. Carbs are kind of a big deal, so I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for that. Gauge is completely trashed on this. This is the tack. This is completely trashed. Completely trashed. 4,060 miles. I'm assuming this isn't original. This one looks pretty different from what I've seen before. So, ring, 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 ring. Oh no, this is Speedo, miles per hour. Yeah. So we're probably gonna need a new gauge. Don't know if that's even fixable, to be quite honest. All right, we got forks. These collars are gone. Ain't no bringing those back. Got broken bolt on the end here. Wish I could read that sticker. It's all whited out. These got to get all rebuilt. I got the other one right here. There they are. This one does have the front stay on it. So this This is a rough bike, guys. This could be a new challenge and keep on wrenching lore. This one's dirty. Not intimidated yet, but this one's pretty dirty. This one's pretty dirty. Go ahead, just put this bolt back in here. This is where the brake stay goes. You can kind of feel the enthusiasm draining from my voice right now, can't you? This is going to be a tough one. This is going to be a tough one. But just take it one piece at a time. We will get there. We will get there. All right. All right. Seeing some parts that I've been missing here. Here's the fenders. What do we got? Our front fender here. The 68s have that weird bar on it like that. We might have to go online and look at some photos. I don't recall seeing a fender quite like that. It's got a bashed up on the front. We can fix that. Yeah, Tula, this is going to be a lot of work. But, you know what? Just for giggles, guys. Just for giggles. Let's grab some 4.0 steel wool. I got some 4.0 right here. And some WD-40. And let's see what we got. Spray a little bit of WD on here. Let's see. WD-40 and 4.0 steel wool will usually get you quite a ways on these things. Start working through the process. I love this part of a build. It's very rewarding to me. There's some nice deep pits that I can see in this for sure. It's pretty deep. You think that's the correct one, Tula? Good, because I don't want to buy another one. I'd really like to avoid having to buy a lot of stuff for this. A little bit of 4.0. This should knock out, you know, kind of the bulk, you know, right off the gate, right out of the gate. It'll get into some of the pitty areas. I guess I haven't looked that close at the fenders before. Yeah, Dave, they probably are. These are going to have some patina, let me tell you. This is all kind of new territory now, buddy. This one's weathered. This one is weathered pretty good. I can actually see the pits. Even the 72 CL350 fender showed me a little bit more hope right out the bat, but not ready to quit on this just yet. See, we literally worked on that for 1 minute. Let's just wipe it. There's some patina there. I don't know. Yeah, the chrome is gone on that for sure. So chrome is definitely gone. But let's see what the Colonel Brassy can do for us on this. Just curious. I mean, part of me doesn't really care about some of the patina and stuff. I think it can actually add some character to the bike. But it's just kind of like drawing a line. Like, are you just building a bike to restore it and ride it, or to ride it, or are you building a bike, you know, to like show it? Yeah, the chrome is definitely gone on this. It looks better, but look at it. This upper light's killing me right now. There we go. Very speckled. Yeah, 406, but it's very, very, very speckled like that. There, you can really see it right there. That chrome is gone. There ain't nothing really there to polish. It's kind of a cool texture, like just, you know, for what it is, but come on, focus. You see that? There. Oh, I had it. There, you can really see it. So, yeah, it's cleaner, but it's not. I don't honestly like hate it though. It kind of looks cool. Let me, you know, just for giggles, and just to show this bike I care is a good kind of an olive branch to it. We'll go to the Wizard's little metal polish. Let's just see what a little bit of the pink magic can do for this. Yeah, it looks good, but it's not. You can even feel it. It's like almost like sandpaper. It's so gritted out. Like I'm all for challenges, but it's kind of nice to have something to work with. I actually thought these were going to be in a little bit better shape underneath that little rust layer, because I had such beautiful luck with that 72 CL 350 Fender. My expectations might be a little bit off of like what is possible. This stuff usually is kind of like that final like poof that you can get, but I can see there's like no chrome. There is zero chrome underneath this. But I can tell you what, I can see myself in this. It's just I'm covered in speckles. It's hard to show you on camera. On camera, it looks like way worse than what it actually is. But yeah, you can get it clean, but you ain't gonna get it to shine. So, I'm sorry, little buddy. It just kind of depends on how the rest of everything goes, right? And like how deep you really start to. How deep do you go? So here's the other one. We got the rear fender right here. Now this rear fender typically is going to be, I don't know, I've had really good luck with rear fenders before. So let's just try a little spot and let's see what we've got on this. Little WD-40 is a good place to start. Yeah, Dave, that's kind of what I'm thinking maybe. Is that like it's okay that this one's a little bit rough. You know, like have a little bit of fun with it. See, now this is this is more like what I experienced on that 72, is when you'd hit these rust spots, they would kind of disappear right before your eyes. Rear fender looks definitely more promising because the rust is just kind of on top. And it doesn't feel like it's in. That front fender is really roachy. But yeah, oh man, like this is actually coming right off. Like watch this little spot right there. I bet that'll come out. Sure did. Sure did. Let's wipe that down. Yeah, this one's still got some pitting, but not nearly as bad as that front one. This one's got all kinds of dents in it, though. Like all kinds of dents. That's what I like to do, though. I like to clean these up. And then, like, so kind of to your point, Dave, like if we make it kind of an apocalyptic kind of bike, we'll keep all this. I mean, it's stretching it, calling it patina. But then it'd be like a clear coat it once you get it to a certain point. So it doesn't come back, so you don't have to constantly maintain it. But that's, yeah, there you can really see what I'm dealing with. It's through. It's through on that. Huh. Schoombucky. Is that a term? Schoombucky? It's kind of a bummer. But whatever, we'll cross that bridge. When it comes, there's the underside. A lot of dirt, muck, dead spider. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's going to be a project. This one's going to be tough. This one's going to be tough. All right, so here we got handlebars. It's handlebars. Switch feels like it's free. Left, right, that one's locked up. That one's not moving. The horn feels good. Starter button, that's got a broken spring on it. I can see how it's wobbling. So that's no good. This is gonna be a project, guys. Woo, boy. JIS screwdriver on the bottom sides of these. Let's get these off. So the switches are gonna have to be dealt with. Are we gonna get lucky on all four of these? I'm gonna be shocked. That one went. That one went. Both those screws are the same. Oh my God, there's even like spider webs and stuff all up inside of here. So it's there, but it's gonna need to be rebuilt. I'm kind of doubting I might even be able to get these cables out of there without getting into the soapy water. Let's see if I can do it. Again, you're gonna want to feed it and pull it. It's literally day one. What's the date? What is it, the 28th? This is a workout, man. Actually, just gonna spray. Get my tube down in there. Spray a little bit of WD in here. Any little bit helps. There, I got it. We'll get her now. Oh, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. That's coming, like, you know, literally 1 inch at a time you're pulling. This is the easy one, I think. The other one's the... Well, I guess there's no kill switch on this. So maybe both of them will actually be pretty easy. But these are all going to have to get redone. Once you get it in there, it's usually not too bad. Spray a little more WD in. Dave 123, my horn didn't work on my 750 when I first got it. Mud dauber nest inside. The housing cleaned it out and it worked fine. Isn't that something, huh? Yeah, man. This is a dirty bike. This bike, unfortunately, was outside for many, many years. I mean, I would say it was probably outside for 10 years. would be my guess. It sat out, I think it was a junkyard. Just kind of hanging out there. I'll get these switches off of here. As much progress as I can make tonight is really all I want to do. Just keep moving forward. And then this weekend, the goal is really just to finish the Super Hawk. That's really the goal this weekend. Let's finish the Super Hawk. And let's get a date on the calendar to get out there and deliver that back out to my uncle. You're so close. I'm just a real wuss when it comes to heat. I hate the heat. I'm a Minnesota boy. Oh, come on. So close to getting this one out. I forgot like how this is like definitely just forearm workout all day long. Once we get these bullets in here, I think we're going to be home free on that. Yo. Boom. There's our switch. That is going to require a ton of work. This is going to require a lot of work. How many times have I said that tonight? Well, that's going to be a lot of work. That's going to be a lot of work. But these will clean up fine. I'm going to go ahead and put these screws back in, keep it all together. And we'll have to turn into it. Yeah, Dave123, I'll try to get some footage of that. I went around the block the other day with it. But it was kind of a haphazard ride. I was just kind of sitting there and I was like, you know what, screw it, let's go. You know, and I just kind of zipped off. Probably should have done my torque checks and all that stuff before I did that, but I didn't. I figured it'll get me that, it'll go around the block once, right? I did check to make sure that I had brakes and stuff at least. I took care to not completely put myself, in the bad zone, but I mean, the thing starts right up, idles right up. It's got a little bit of hesitation when I kind of get on it, but the fact that I was able to drop it into gear, oh, I got it. We went 4 for 4 on these. I'm blown away. Minneapolis is even hotter right now. Oh, God. Well, that just means that it's coming our way, man. Surprisingly, these grips are in really good shape on this. So here's a broken throttle cable. Let's get that out of there. Junk. Lots of parts on these bikes. Lots and lots of parts. And now we just need to tear into this. Okay, so this is never a freaking good sign. Never a good sign. We have electrical tape. We got electrical tape, and we got some issues. We got a bunch of electrical tape here. That's never, man, whenever you see electrical tape on anything on these, just pray. Thumbs up. Just gonna get some WD down in here. Start working it. Anybody in your shop right now working on anything while you're watching the stream? I'm always curious to know what you're kind of working on. Oh man, this one's even tighter than the other one. I want to get it apart though. I really would like to get it apart. I think it's always fun when I hear like, oh man, I watch your stream when I'm wrenching. It's like, oh, that's freaking cool, dude. When you're working on stuff. If you're new to the stream too, like don't forget to go to keeponwrenching.com and get yourself that free sticker. I'll be sending those out. There was a big batch that went out, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, I think it was. Yep, this one, it'll go. It's just slowly but surely. Moon Dicky, 62 Blue Super Hawk. Oh, wow, you got an early one. Early one. Mine's a 65. Did they change much, Moon Dicky? Are there nuances on that 62 that are different from the 65? Or are they a lot, or are they a lot like the 350s where really only minor little things changed on them? Jason Wright, 67 Black Bomber. That's cool. That's a freaking cool bike. Well, I already know I'm going to be rewiring this one just based on how much electrical tape I have found on this one. But I still don't want to just go bazonkers on it. Yeah, those Black Bombers are really pretty bikes. I'm trying to think so I'll have this project going, and then I think I might take a little bit easier of a restore to have as a secondary project. So I'm thinking about doing the CB100, because that one's almost running. I honestly think I could fix some of the wiring on that, and I think it'd be done. And I don't really intend on doing a full restore on that. There, we got it. All right, now we be careful now. See if we can weasel these out of here one at a time and not break all the bullet points. Come on, buddy. Yeah, this is really... this is going to be a challenge, man. If I bring this one back, I think it'll be a damn miracle. Oh, I'm hung up on some of the insulation in here. That's what's going on. I need my pick. Where's my pick? Maybe I can just get it with these needle nose. It's kind of crimped over, bent over in here. That's all it is. It's a little piece of that insulation's kinked up over towards the front end of the bar. Let's do this. Let's grab this, grab that. Yeah, this one, whoops. This one is going to be something else. This will be one to be proud of if it gets back on the road. That's for sure. There we go. See, that's what was hanging me up right there, that little piece of insulation. Now it should come. Now it should come along. There we go. There we go. There's our switch. And there's the garbage that was holding me up here. Got to get this stuff out, because if I want to rerun these later, that stuff is going to be a nightmare. There we go. That's what was fighting me on that one. All right, bars don't look like they're in that bad a shape, honestly. Honestly, I'm not even kidding. These don't look too bad. I think that this pitting is, it could just become a theme of this bike, because I don't really want to get into paying for re-chrome. I mean, these bikes don't sell for that much. You know, it's not like they're when you're done with them, you get a $10,000 motorcycle out of the deal. So, got to really manage, how much you put into it. Jason's had the Black Bomber for a couple years, picked it up in Pittsburgh, $450. Is that your preferred style, Jason? The Black Bombers. I was so excited to find that Super Hawk, because I was getting kind of sad, because the Super Hawk I'm currently working on isn't mine. I don't get to keep that one. So when actually I got to thank Tula Tom for putting that one on my radar. I would have never found that one. Would have never found it. All right, I got to take these gloves off for a second. Hands are getting a little parched. Or not parched, they're actually just dripping and sweaty and gross. All right, those carbs are still under the water. We should be able to tell after a little bit to see if those are still going to be salvageable. All right. Kind of like these higher bars, kind of a fan of these. Well, that's going to be in the polishing pile. Grips are in good shape, though. Don't need to buy new grips. Woohoo! Way ahead of the game. Uh-huh. Sure. Sure. All right, let's get into some other bits here. How bad is all this stuff? Here's all the fork gears. All right, what's this say? Department of the Air Force. Registered. Don't see a year on that sticker, but that's kind of cool. They're here. I'm not seeing. Oh, okay. I got one of them. One of them's inside here. One of them's inside. Yeah, man, Tula, that was good of you. So we got the little springer inside of there that goes on the top of those. On the top of the forks when you put it in there. Let's see if I can tap that out of there. You see it's just kind of wedged in there, kind of weird. There it went. Should eventually just fall out the bottom. Suppose I could give you a little bit better look at what's going on. Trying to work this down. I gotta hit it on this side. I got to hit it right here. And what you're trying to do is just not dent the inside of it. And see how kitty wampus that is in there? It's like totally crooked. Totally crooked. Wonder if I can just grab it with a needle nose from here. Pull it out. Got it. Got it. There we got it. Okay, so I got one of those. Hopefully there's another one someplace. It's got a big ding in it. God, this thing is it's all bashed up. This one's in good shape. This, well, no, it's not. Look how rusty this is. Look at this. I can break that away. I do have extras of these as well. Luckily, I have a ton of parts for these. And we got smashed ear. So I'm going to need an ear. This one's cracked. I don't know if you can see that, but that one's cracked. So probably going to procure. I think I have a set of fork ears. Well, I'll keep those over here for now. It'll be reference at some point. Leave that over there. I know what that is. So here's kind of blasting stuff. Yikes. 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 Stripes. Fruit striped gum. Dave, 1, 2, 3. What else? All right. Rear bracket. Rear light bracket. Ooh, we got a good shape. We got a battery pad. Here is a Kickstarter, but I don't think it's the one for this bike. That does not look normal to me. That don't look right. This is going to be a puzzle. Hey, there we go. We got our match set right here of our exhaust flanges. There we go. Boom. You know, we could go crazy with high heat paint on this one too, and you know, black it out, do some cool. I mean, I'm open to whatever. We'll see. Anybody need an air filter? This one's brand new. Nah. That's junk. Might be able to rebuild it though. Seen a few videos about people doing that kind of stuff. So here's another one. Anybody know what these are? It's got that weird mount on it. A little different. A little different. All right, we got rear shock, then we got lower fork or triple tree. Jesus. This one's bad, guys. This one is really bad. Look at that. Somebody thought to put the damn shock bolt in that. What a guy. That's it in that box. Was hoping to find some carburetor parts in there, but we didn't. We got one more box. One more box. All right, so here's the other air filter. Those are junk. Unfortunately, you know, these are just, I'll just start the junk pile because I'm not going to reuse any of that kind of stuff. Can't even think about that. All right, any cracks in this? This looks okay. All right, the lock is cracked, but 4887. Yeah, so that key, this is the right. So the ignition and this do match for sure. And this does have a steering damper, so hopefully there's a steering damper in this bin. I kind of like those little steering dampers. I think they're kind of fun. It's like something, a knob to turn. All right, so we got all of these are in place. That goes into the sandblast. I don't see any major cracks or anything. This is going to be a hell of a sandblasting party, let me tell you. It's going to get a little ridiculous. Oh, damn, look what I found. It did have a key. Does the ignition fit in here? I totally forgot. Hot diggity damn. Look at that. We got the key. And there's a little key ring on this. Doesn't say anything. It's just a symbol, but man, we got a key. Wow. Okay. Okay. That's promising. Here's the other air box. Is this right, though? Does it look right? Okay, we've got our 4 flanges. We got 2 gas tank mounts, which is great. Here's the other one of these. I saw that from earlier. And miscellaneous. Yeah, 10 millimeter bolts. This is all stuff to like put the air boxes on. Nothing carb related. So I can go ahead. I think I can dump those all in there. This doesn't look right to me. Oh no, these are right. So I do have a set of air boxes. Left and right. All right, these can get blasted and cleaned. Sweet. Okay, okay. That's a positive. That's a real positive, actually. And we've got long flanges, because this had the CL exhaust on it, if you remember. And that one needed the long flanges, so I've got the long flange on that. What were those called again? There's a word for them. Not flanges. What the hell were they called? Oh man, what were they called? Whatever, we're gonna call them doohickeys. The Sandcasts are great, but if you want a bike to ride and enjoy, early 70s CB 750 seems like a better choice. Sandcast prices are collector prices lately. I missed a part of a conversation here. All right, here's my other shock. That's just as in good of shape as the first one that we looked at. So we'll be looking for that. Probably looking for shocks. All right, we got a battery box. Starter solenoid, little different configuration on this. Look at that. Trent Spread, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. All right, no condenser. Condenser. Starter solenoid setup is a little bit different. It looks like there maybe been a flasher up top. No cracks. I think this might be doable. How's it going, Trent? It's good to see you. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're well, man. We're just diving into another old motorcycle. All right, here we go. Here's the top. All complete. Everything's here. That's all there. This all get cleaned. This will get, I don't know, we polished this. This looks like it was polished aluminum. I don't think that was painted. Start shaping that bread, bro. Let's go. Start shaping. I think that's what you're talking about. I'm assuming you're making bread, buddy. Black Bombers. Oh, Jason, we're going to have to go check that site. Have to go check the site. All right, so here's our rear pegs. Ouch. Every piece of this darn bike, dude, is just crispy. He is just crispy. This is crispy critters, man. Making that dough. Make that dough, bro. Dobro, do you play Dobro? You should play a Dobro, dude. Play a Dobro. All right, we're going to put these on the shelf. I don't have the energy right now to take these all damn things apart. There's going to be plenty of time for that. I wish I would find more carburetor parts. You know, I might have some of the carburetor parts in the carburetor bin. Ooh, look at this. We got a freaking fantastic toolkit. The door is still on it. Don't mind the giant hole in the side. Don't mind that. I think we got a mouse nest in here. Yep. Something good. A dobro. You don't know what a dobro is? D-O-B-R-O. It's like a slide folk guitar. So, I don't know if I have another toolkit. Oh, look what I spy. I spy on the Keep On Wrenching shelf a toolbox that we'll be able to use. These are exactly the same. Somebody needed the bracket. Look at that. Somebody needed the mounting bracket off of this. And there it is. But we got a toolbox. So this one, I'll probably pull the door and the hinge and stuff. We'll save part of it, but we've got a toolbox. So that's lucky. Already, the toolboxes, or the parts bins have come in useful. How about that? That was like the easiest one. I should quit while I'm ahead right now. That's what I should do. What else do we got in here? We're getting down to the nitty gritty. Rear brake. Surprisingly, not bad. Not as bad. Not as bad as I thought. Put that in the polish bin. All right, we got polish, sandblast. Well, I guess this will go in the sandblast too. Have those. I'll deal with those later. I don't really care. All right. Let's see. Does the horn work? Does the horn work? Power. Green. Horn don't work. Meh, meh. Horn don't work, guys. So we'll be looking for a new one, or we'll tear into this and figure it out. But it's all cracked. It's broke. Shell's all broke. It's kind of fun to hear him toot. I think I got a couple extra horns though, so we'll find one. All right, another rubber piece, another core rubber piece. This is an important one, actually. This holds that rear fender onto that bike, so we don't want to lose that. We don't want to lose that. All right, here is the full main wiring harness. And oh boy, do I see a lot of electrical tape. I'm seeing a lot of electrical tape on this mother. Yep. So that goes to the gauges. Gauges, we got electrical tape. We got with electrical tape around there. We got electrical tape around all this. Sometimes it's just easier to buy a new wiring harness for $100. Sometimes it's just easier to buy a new wiring harness than deal with an old one. In fact, I kind of highly recommend it. All right, we got our stator coil. Surprisingly, this looks like the friggin' best. Well, wait, there's a stator coil down there, and there's a stator coil here. Not sure which is which. Well, we got one. We got one. I'm going to just put this underneath the motor because that's going to be another puzzlement. Somehow, I think like some parts for another bike got slid into this box at some point. All right. Well, at least we got the headlight to light up. That was fun. All right, we got all kinds of goodies. Oh, wonderful. All right. So our damper is in here. So we do have our dampener. That is complete. Look at that. Like, this just summarizes this bike, man. This is the top nut. Just everything's just toasty. Toasty, toasty. All right, so I think this is actually all of our carburetor parts that I have for this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and find a home for these down here until I find some more parts, because they gotta be here someplace. I'm just not 100% sure. Hey, we got a flasher. Look at that. Look at that. All right, look at this. There's our tack gauge. Wow, this'll buff right up. Yeah, this will come back to life, no problem. We're gonna need a set of gauges on this one, guys. I think I got a set. All right, we got a rear carry candle. We got a set of coils without a condenser, but we had a condenser earlier, didn't we? I swear we found a condenser earlier. Oop. I swear we had one. Didn't we see a condenser earlier? Yes, we did. I did not freaking make that up. There it is right there. So we got our condenser and our coils. Probably gonna need a new one. Look at this. Duct tape over the spark plug boot. I'm sure that works just fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Nope. Probably not gonna be just fine. Just kind of making a pile of electrical now. Oh, man. Why did I get into this hobby again? Why did I get into this again, guys? Why? There's a rectifier. Ooh, we got a pristine. Look at how nice this is. This'll shine up. I'm starting to think that guy might have took me a little bit, 300 bucks on this bike. Because I haven't really seen anything that's like, oh, that'll work. Okay, we got petcock. Petcock doesn't, okay, here's one that is like, okay, that doesn't look too bad. Well, except for that. Frank, good to see you, man. Duct tape, man's best friend. Yeah, in a pinch, but at some point you should try to fix it right. You know? All right, we're getting down to the nitty-gritties on this bad boy now. And that's really strange. That is pretty much all the parts. I don't see another bin. I think that's it. We have pretty much a whole motorcycle here. Let's see. Oh, here's the... Huh, interesting. Not sure why that happened, but check it out. Here's our old toolbox. And there we go. I think it went like something like that. Yeah, it went something like that. So that didn't make it. That one didn't make it, unfortunately. Honestly, the biggest win that we could ask for tonight is that those floats are okay. All right, we got top covers. Yes, we got this cover. Beauty. All right, so we got this, and we got that and that. That's good. So these are the top covers for the forks. We're missing one other piece. Okay, we got rubber. Sorry, I'm just digging in the box right now because I'm trying to find all of these front fork pieces. Come on, let it be in here. Come on, baby. I don't see it. So we've got one top. We got our two tops for our forks. Oh, it's in here. Beauty. So we do have them all. So we have all four of the rubber for the forks and the top covers, the inside and the inside. So we got both of those. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's a win. I don't know if the tank's worth about 300. No, the tank is not worth 300 bucks. Not even close. Unless there's another conversation I'm missing out on, but... All right. Here's our shifting mechanism. Here is the busted seal on that shifter from that broken plate. Here's that. I'll throw it all together. Here's our inside pivot. And these are side cover bolts off of that. And I'll end up getting a whole new bolt kit for it. Let's actually do this. There's our side cover with a groove. Gotta love the groove. Oh, man. Yeah, boy. It's gonna be tough. All right, we got gas tank mount, rear brake lever, bolt. That one can be kind of tough. Top engine mount. We got another one of these brackets. Let's get that off of there. Those are gold. Those are good to have. Hard to find. See if we can get this one off. These are good. These are money. These are hard to find. Usually they're all bent to hell. All right. So you got it. This one does not have the rubber piece on it. Yeah, this is going to need all new lights. Not new. I'm going to dig into the archives is what I'm going to do. All right, we got a gauge mount bracket. Okay, rear adjusters. All right, rear axle, swing arm. So we got our rear axle and our swing arm bolts right here. And we got our airbox pin. Dobro, you found the Dobro, huh? Dobro's kind of a cool little instrument. All right, all these cables. Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. So much. So many details. I'm going to run into so many things that I'm going to need on this. There's an engine bolt. Got all my cables. Rear brake light switch. So that's good. Hola, ¿cómo están? Muy bien. ¿Y tú? All right. Cables. I'm just going to set those up there. Need a little box for some of these odds and ends. So I should keep all this together for sure and go from there. How you doing, E? How you doing, man? You having a good night? Or good day, good morning, whatever time it is, wherever you are. All right, this is going pretty quick though, getting this all kind of identified and moving through. I'm gonna take all these, I'm gonna get these in a bag. These are good. Doing good, awesome. Good to hear. All right, so we're good. I actually just need like a little box for some of the odds and ends here. Here I got a little box. Take our axles. Got that. I don't see the little brass ends on that airbox, unfortunately. I don't see it. So I'm just gonna start putting this all in here. And we'll get organized slowly but surely, but we are light years ahead of where we were, for sure. Hey, buddy. Murphy has joined the party. Murphy's hanging out. This one's going to be rough, guys. This is going to be a hard one. This is going to be a tough one. This is going to be a very tough one. But we do have a lot of parts that can be very difficult to procure. This is maybe the biggest win, is that the key was here. I can actually cancel the order on a key. So that's a win. This can get polished. This can get polished. Ugh. Oh my God, what a mess. What am I getting into here, man? It's all here. That's gold. Not broken. That's beautiful to see. I'm missing one of these rings for the forks. I was hoping I would find that in the bottom of the box, but I did not. So the hunt is going to continue for that. Got all of our rubber pieces up here that need to be kind of refurbished. This, that can go in there. That, oof. This hurts my brain even looking at this, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, oh God. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. I'm just gonna keep telling myself that. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be so rewarding to get this done. So here's my box of bolts that I almost spilt all over the floor. That's all there. That's there. Those can go on there. Woof. All right, let's take a look at some of the other bits. All right, the wheels weren't bad, surprisingly. Wheels are going to be okay. The wheels have already been through one round of evaporust. So they actually aren't bad. That's totally cleanable. That's totally cleanable right there. These will polish up. They aren't even that dirty on the insides, like down in here. They don't look that bad. They just look tired, oxidized. So hopefully I don't have to dismantle those if I can just use some, you know, techniques that we've used along the way. And this one doesn't actually look bad either. Probably should get, these are all, oops, sorry. These are all dried up. Pretty bad looking right here. Those don't look good. Probably want to replace those. Probably want to replace those. Those don't look good. That bearing is locked up. Yeah. Huh. Ha. 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 That'll be fun too. Alright. Alright. There's that, and I got just a few little parts left inside this bin. And then that's pretty much it. Alright, we got 2 brand new spark plugs. They'll be perfect. All right, we got a seat latch. So this is the latch that goes onto the bottom of the seat and it folds out. We got a bent lever. We got a broken lever. We got a whole bunch of ball bearings. Okay, we have another one of these. This is great. That's for the rear fender. Okay, top race. Like that. Just, yeah, all this is pretty much okay. These are for the front, for the front fork. I'm pretty sure hold the forks into the tree, and that's really about it in here. There's a bunch of ball bearings. Those are going to be from the triple tree. Nuts and bolts. I'll just drop all this stuff in there. See, it's like, we're down there. I think this is from the Speedo. All right, so I think overall I have most of the parts. Lights I'm not worried about. Gauges I'm really not worried about. I've got a bunch of sets of gauges. That shouldn't be a problem. I've got so many gauges. I think I've probably got 6 sets of gauges. And I'm sure some of them are going to be appropriate for this build. That's it. That's it. All right, so this is junk, definitely junk. This is all usable here. Oh, sorry. Ooh. Yeah, this is by far, this is worse than the 72. I mean, what was good about the 72 is that nothing was there. So I was able to just buy parts for it. This one, everything's here, but it's all pretty bad. It's all pretty bad. It's not good. It's not good, everybody. It's not good. All right, so actually let's look at the tank real quick. The tank's not in terrible shape, but it's definitely gonna need some work. See if I can get this off of here. Oh, what's going on? There we go. So the tank's not awful. You get this crossover hooked up again. My favorite freaking Honda tank, though. That is my favorite Honda tank. I love the blue and white stripe. I think it just looks so cool. The styling on these is killer. I'm jazzed. I'm excited about that. Inside the tank, this one I believed was evapor-rusted, and then I sprayed it down with oil. Yeah, this looks great inside. See if I can find a light I can show you. Not bad. Just a little bit of surface rust down there. Shoot. A few days filled up with evapor rust on a fresh clean. This will be all right. And the bottom doesn't look bad, but it's a little bit rusty down in here underneath. So I'd actually like to lay this kind of flat and get this thing treated or sandblasted or something. Probably sandblast would probably be the easiest thing to do on it, to blast that out. That'd probably be the best thing to do, quite honestly. But yeah, there it is. That's what we're going to end up with. We're going to end up with a 68 blue and white Honda CB 350. That's the goal. Frame uncut, needs to be sandblasted, needs to be gone through. I've got an extra set of tubes already for it. Let's go for the moment of truth here. Let's see if these floats leak. The unobtainium floats. Little nervous. Little nervous, not gonna lie. Oh, they floated back to the top. Let me listen. Shaking it next to the mic. I feel like there's a little bit of fluid inside of this one. This one I don't hear anything. This one feels good. I'm actually looking at this other one, and that looks like fresh solder to me. And there does look like there could be a potential little hole right there. It's hard to tell. I do think I do hear something in there. I think this one's bad. Of course it is. Yeah. This one's okay though. I think this one's okay. This one, not so much. So I'm gonna mark this one for testing. I'm just gonna write test on the side of it and we'll get at it. Frank, I need to go for a walk in a tool shop. Oh, go for a walk to a tool shop to see if I can buy castellated nut tool. Looks like my socket with 4 prongs, not on the clutch. First world problem. Go for a walk, man. Go find the tool you need. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm thinking one of those is going to be bad. But luckily, I don't see why we wouldn't be able to grab a set of 22As or whatever they are to fit onto that. So all is not lost. All is not lost. This is going to be a hell of a project, no lie. No joke. It's going to be tough. This one might break me, guys. This one might break me, and it might be the end. It might be the end. Wipe off my tools. So everybody been working on? Everybody having a good summer? Anybody go anywhere cool? Anybody go for a cool ride someplace? Thinking about doing a little motorcycle camping trip with a friend of mine sometime later this fall. Thought it'd be kind of fun to get out and do a quick little camping weekend or something on our vintage bikes. That could be fun. Huh. All right, well, let's take a look at the damage. There it is. Motorcycle on a shelf. Right there. That's everything we got. And then over here, we got the motor station. All the motor parts down below there. And then we've got that locked up, or the 305 is free. We got it freed up. But we got a ton of work to do on that. You went motorcycle camping in June, Trent? That's awesome. Yeah, I think that'd be really fun. Just a really fun way to do things. So we got to rebuild the 350 on this. And then over here we've got the frame and the tank and the seat and kind of all my extra parts kind of hanging out over there. Jimmy, been working on an old Mercedes. This one might break me. Yeah. I mean, like just looking at this motor too, if you guys remember back when this was getting disassembled, I dropped one of those rubber pieces in for the cam chain tensioner. I dropped one of those inside the motor, so that's in there. So I got to find a way to get that out, or I got to crack it. I'd hate to crack it because the motor's free. It's fine. I think the motor's fine down below. But I got that damn rubber piece kind of hanging out in there, which is no good. And I've just never been able to really see it. I did get a new snake. I had like a new snake camera. So I'm wondering if I could get down in there and possibly find it. But it could be anywhere down. It's probably underneath the pan. There's that little pan underneath there. I'm pretty sure it probably fell down under there. It'd be sweet if I just looked down here and saw it. But I have shook this thing around so much. Yeah, just wishful thinking. Hoping that I might see it, but I think it's gone. And it's down in the bottom of this damn motor someplace. Trent Spread gotta go, hit the dough. Good seeing you, Trent. Thanks so much for stopping by, man. Go make it happen. If I ever get out there, I'm gonna look you up, dude. I'm gonna look you up. I'm gonna come find it, because I think I still got your business card laying around here. I'll come check you out. Yeah, Trent Spread, Westford, Vermont. If I'm ever in Vermont, I'm gonna come look you up, buddy. We'll do a feast. Hey, look, Murphy's here. How you doing, Murph? My hands are dirty. I don't want to pet you right now. You're a good kitty. Yeah, this one, Jimmy, this one might break me, Jimmy. This one might break me. All right. How we doing here? Let's go check in. Let's go see if we can get the website stuff to work again. If you haven't already, be sure to go get that Keep On Wrenching sticker. KeepOnWrenching.com. Just fill out this white form, the white form right here. Free stickers available. Fill that one out. Make that happen. I have been working a little bit on the site, kind of on the back side of it, building out, or trying to build a template out for each of the builds. So, like here's the Super Hawk. So here's where we got the Super Hawk. Start telling the story about the Super Hawk a little bit. And then going through some of the photos, and I'll go through some details of, all the different things that we went through to get this. There it is, bike on a shelf. There's the C's piston, rebuilding that whole darn thing, dealing with the wheels, sandblasting, painting. Man, what a long journey, man. This one is going on 11 months at this point. Hard to believe, man, that's where that bike was. But so I'm trying to build those out, just taking time to build out each story of each one of these bikes as I go through. I actually need to add the 160 to this, and I need to add the second Super Hawk to this. So I am accumulating some motorcycles very, very quickly. What's going on in the Keep On Wrenching group? Let me refresh here real quick. Pop through. All right, here we go. Jason, here's those posts from Jason. Here are pictures of the Bomber when I picked it up. Well, you know what? It doesn't look rusty. It looks dirty. There's a little bit of rust there, but... Oh yeah, there's some rust there. Take it back. Wow. Yeah, look at those bars. Look at those low bars on there. Oh no, I think you just loosen those and drop those, it looks like. Yeah, that's a project, Jason. That's a project. That's all there, though. Tank, side covers, pads. Very cool, Jason. That's awesome. Just like it. Suzuki. Who put this Suzuki in the group? I'm just kidding. You can show whatever. Hey, we grew by a couple members so far tonight. That's good. That's cool. Ooh, Vaughn's dealing with some bags. Getting some saddlebags on there. I'm always so paranoid about my bags going down and hitting my mufflers that I've kind of stayed away from doing that, or getting it hot, or falling in and getting tangled up in the chain. Always been a little, yeah, support racks. What did he say here? None, I just have them hanging from the frame, so I have to figure out how to do that. Yeah, there needs to be some sort of a support to keep those from moving. Raretro doing some cool stuff with tanks. If you're not a member of the Keep On Wrenching community group, be sure to go and do that. People are starting to get their Vermont titles. Terrence. Let's see, Terrence, yeah, 2 days ago. I hope he got his stuff sorted. Really big kudos to the group for coming through and fixing stuff up. There, I went for a ride the other night, had some fun. I love it when you guys share. Look at Tula. Tula has a beautiful motorcycle. That's like better than what came off the showroom floor back in the day, I would say. Vaughn, there's his. Look at that. Purdy. God, they're just such cool motorcycles, aren't they? Oh, interesting. So he used like these little backpacks, German surplus combat packs. Those were his side things, or his saddlebags. 4 new members tonight. Can I bring that up? Oh, Facebook didn't let me do that. Yeah, man, pretty cool, pretty cool. Oh, wow, I missed this one. 69305 Dream, look at that. Jim, damn, how did nobody like this post? How did I miss this post? Boom. That's awesome, man. That is such a good feeling when you get to that point on a build. Oh, I guess I didn't, or yeah, did I miss it? No, I didn't miss it. Oh, well, whatever. I must have been late at night. BT, haven't seen BT tonight. BT did some awesome paint, man. Look at that. Is that a pearl or a metallic? Yeah, he's been getting busy. He's been moving on to some different style bikes, but go him, man. Sharing all his progress. Way to go, BT. Glad to see you getting after it, man. Tanks for sale. Yeah, man, if you're not a member of the Keep On Wrenching group, go and get at it. Go get at it, get into the group, and don't forget, go to the homepage at keeponwrenching.com and get yourself that free sticker. Go get that damn free sticker. Very good. All right, we've been streaming 2 hours, 27 minutes. I got to get up in the morning, deal with some things. So I think I'm going to wrap this one up. We made some pretty serious progress on getting organized tonight, which I think is a really good thing. It's good to be back streaming. I'm kind of through some travel for my day job, so I might be back hopping on live streams a little bit more here and there. So keep an eye on the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, be sure to get at that. Trent spread Adirondacks. Oh, I wish Trent was still here. One of my favorite musicians is actually from out in the Adirondack Mountains. Would love to see if he's familiar with him as well. That's cool. Jimmy, sweet. We had a pretty active chat tonight. Look at this. I'm like scrolling through it. You can see it kind of back behind me there on my monitor. Man, you guys blew up the chat tonight. That's pretty cool. Stream started out a little slow, had some bad bandwidth early on, but Robert, thanks so much for joining. Jimmy, it was good to see you. It was awesome to see Trent and Frank, and E was in for a little while. Let's see who else. Dave123, of course, always good to see you. Second Born was in. Moon Dicky was in. Jason was in. Tula Tom was in. Let's see, Jason and Dave. Everybody's kind of in here. Desi was in for a while. Haven't heard from him in a while. Nevra was in. 406 Ranger popped in on the stream for a little while. Jacko was in. Jacko was a little quiet tonight. What was up with that? Michael Bloom was in tonight as well. Let's see, any other names jumping off the screen here? Big Al. Big Al was the first one in on chat pretty much right away. So, all right. I'm going to call it tonight. We're at 2 hours, 29 minutes, 35 seconds. It's Thursday night. Tomorrow's Friday. I hope you get out on the weekend. I hope you do some wrenching. I'm tired. I'm going to get some sleep. And, yeah, we'll go from there. We'll tackle this stuff. We're on the 1968 CB 350 Super Sport. It's a dirty one. And you know what? This one might just break me. Got to get the frame done. Once the frame's done, everything else will fall into place, one piece at a time. I got to follow my own advice, and yeah, just focus and go from there. If I get the Super Hawk going this weekend, well, the Super Hawk's running now. I just need to fine tune it. If I get it on the road and I do a little riding, I will try to get some video up on the Facebook group. So don't forget about the Keep On Wrenching community group on Facebook. Okay. Probably throw something up on YouTube as well. That'll be a big moment when we get that one rocking. So, All right, everybody. This has been fun. Kept busy most of the time. Didn't dink around doing other stuff. So, yeah, we'll see you in the next video or live stream. Thanks so much for supporting Keep On Wrenching. And don't forget, keeponwrenching.com, free stickers. Go request one. Even if you got one before, go request one. I'll send you another one, no problem. All right, everybody, have a fantastic evening. Let's get through Friday and let's get to the weekend. All right, we will see you in the next video or live stream.